team titles. North Carolina's got a wrestler that they think could be the #1 seed and could subsequently bring home the title at 157 in Sonny Santiago.
Yeah, Matt, Sonny Santiago's been fantastic this year. We talked about him in the Open. 4 wins, second on the team, major decision this year, 5-10. Ferrero coming off his last match, getting pinned by Ed Scott, NC State. Santiago looking to do the same and try and get that 1 seed, which would be huge at the 157 class at ACCs.
Santiago against Logan Ferrero, junior from Lake St. Louis, Missouri. Glenn Lanham believes that Santiago fits into Ferrero's style, with a caveat: if Logan comes out as the best version of himself.
Yeah, he's got to wrestle his best. They want him to keep having this success. They need him to. Just everything it does for the team aspect, but also just having a really good wrestler for this Tar Heel team that's looking at a run at ACCs and the NCAA tournament.
He's underhook. Use that. He's underhook.
Santiago, an 8-5 decision over Niksenko of Virginia last week. Ferrero was pinned by Ed Scott a week ago, as Nick told you. Santiago looking antsy out there, like he's ready to go with the shot.
I know it's the 157 weight class, so they weigh the same technically, but you can tell Ferrero's got a little bit of size on Santiago. A little more reach. He's going to challenge Santiago in this one.
Speaks to what Glenn Lennon was saying. Santiago with one leg. Can't get Ferrero down to the mat yet. Brings him down and earns the 3.
That was a really good job from Santiago. He goes for the knee pick, can't quite get it, but keeps pursuing it. Finally gets up to the high single, and then it's just finish it from there.
So Santiago fires the opening salvo, goes up 3-0 on Ferrero. Santiago, a wrestler that Tony Ramos, the Tar Heel coaching staff, they say that he is clicking on all cylinders. And in terms of the team success that's come over the last few weeks, Sonny's kind of led the way. His victory against Ed Scott in the NC State duel a couple weeks back, a real turning point in the aggression and just kind of the mindset of some of these younger Tar Heel wrestlers.
They saw they can win in the ACC. I mean, you mentioned it. Their schedule was kind of stacked against them. They started 0-2 in ACCs and then have won their way back. So it's been Santiago who's led that charge.
We came on the air tonight saying it, that if you would have believed that Carolina would have lost a national champion at 157 and still had the possibility of earning the #1 seed in the ACCs, would have been pretty wild, because the ACC is stacked at 157. Andonian and Scott, Cedeno of Virginia, Santiago, if he can climb to that 1 seed, Andonian and Scott probably 2-3 on the other side of the bracket.
And you look at Santiago, a guy who's beaten the #12 in the country. So that 32 may not be true to how good he really is, because he was unranked at a point. So now he's coming into his own and starting to be a dominant wrestler here in one of the best wrestling conferences in the country.
3-1 Santiago with 30 seconds of riding time. Redshirt sophomore from Downey, California. Santiago competing tonight against Ferrero. Then he will jump on a plane tomorrow to head to the Olympic qualifiers, trying to represent Puerto Rico. Plenty of discussion about Lachlan McNeil representing Canada. He will travel on Wednesday.
And that's something to add. Santiago's doing all this while he's also trying to qualify for the Olympics. where Logan McNeil has been also in and out. Obviously, every country has a different way of doing things. Coach Ramos was telling us all about that. A little more simple for Santiago, but that's a hard two things to balance.
Not only does every country have a different way of doing things, but the college coaches are so heavily involved, in some countries more so than others.
Yeah, Coach Ramos going with Logan McNeil to a lot of the stuff he does. Santiago more travels alone, doesn't have to have a coach with him.
But yet it's all planned out in meetings here in Chapel Hill, so there's a lot of synergy between the two.
They're always very involved. Ferrero keeping this one close. He's been really good. Something Coach Lanham talks all the time is get off your stomach, get to your base. Little wins throughout a match. Ferrero's done very well to do that throughout this one.
Faded that shot from Santiago. No real effort by Santiago. He's gotten close here in this second period. Ferrero's done well defensively. Santiago to one leg, rolls him over. Good job there by Ferrero to stay off his back, but it is 3 more points for Santiago.
It looked like for a second there, Ferrero was going to take himself to his back. He's able to reestablish, but Santiago still gets the 3 points.
Santiago pretty patient throughout much of that second period, but then in the waning seconds scores 3 more.
Gets that right leg with the single, and there it is. Ferrero almost puts himself on his back. Has to just get back to his base so he doesn't get himself pinned, and Santiago can take advantage.
Right away.
Skate point for Santiago.
Sonny, need 2 takedowns. Let's go. Need 2 of them.
Ferrero just trying to let him go because Ferrero, now down in the match, needs to score a couple times. But Santiago has the left.
Ferrero had the whizzer in, couldn't keep it. Was restricting Santiago from getting that right arm around the hip for the 3, but he gets it.
So makes it 10-2, riding time. Got up toward a minute, but off the escape point, 10-3 now. Santiago just kind of let him go. That way he can try and score one more time, turn this into bonus points.
You heard the UNC coaches saying you need 2 takedowns. They want the major decision here.
That is an emphatic one right there. So that puts him up 10. Riding time now goes up over a minute.
Another one. Let's go. Right away. Go.
13-4. The advantage is 9. You need 8 for it to be a major decision.
And this is where Santiago really can take advantage because he's so well conditioned in the 3rd period. He's got more energy right now. He's dominating, continues to do so. Gonna let him right back up, see if he can get a tech fall.
16-5.
Where's the stop ball?
Santiago.
Come on, right away.
If he can get a takedown now, it'll be a tech with riding time.
Gets him down. 19-5. Can just ride him out for the final couple of seconds. Get that riding time. Point here. It's Sonny Santiago. Carolina needed him to keep on having success. He absolutely does that against Ferrero.
Gets the 15-point win. Another tech fall. Santiago, he's on a roll. Wouldn't want to see him in the ACC tournament.
4-1 in ACC competition this year. Sonny Santiago figures to be a favorite at the ACC championships.